This video is about a fun little job we did where we are building a spillway for a spa to pool transition. First, we went to the job site and templated the spillway out on this cardboard that you see me now cutting out or laying out to cut. Now I'm cutting that shape, the basic shape, so that I have something to work with on top of the copper. Now, laid a couple weights on it so it wouldn't move around and drew a line around it. And now you see me, this is today's choice of what to cut it with, which was a jigsaw. I've been known to do it with a grinder or a shear or even CNC plasma cut. And here it is all cut out to the basic shape. I'll have to refine it a little with the belt sander, while the disc sander on my combination belt disc sander here. And just taking my time to bring it up to the line so that is a nice smooth radius. And once I was happy with the shape, the overall shape, then I got out my electric DA sander and took all the tarnish and oxidation off of it, because I'm gonna bend the ears up on the corners, so it'll be harder to sand after I do that. So I'm gonna do the sanding first. Now I'm at the press brake, just doing this all manual and layout lines. And see there, I'm with the flashlight checking my scribe line to make sure it's lined up good with the press brake, and then braking that side to 90 degrees, and then I turn it around. Same process with the other side. Get it all lined up and then send it. Okay, I just took this spillway off of the press brake, got these corners bent up, used the template to make the lines. Now it's time to check it against the template to make sure that everything is gonna hopefully fit when we take it out and dry fit it at the swimming pool. This piece is gonna go between a jacuzzi and a swimming pool, along with some tile out here. It's gonna be a pretty cool spillway. So it's coming along, but here we go. Let's see. It feels like it's there. It's looking like it's there. Let's flip it over. Check this side. So I had drawn some reference lines at the midpoint of the radius out in the field. And this looks like it's landing right how I want it to. So hard to see maybe on the camera, but it looks pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about this fitting when we take it out there. So, but we'll see. That's the next step. Well, actually, there's another metal forming step, which is going to be rolling this edge down with a bead roller. So I'll film that next. Had the privilege of having my youngest son come help me with the bead roller. I have done this by myself before, but it's much better, much more of a pleasure to do with a little help. So thanks, buddy. Pretty happy with the way that turned out. So now I'm just giving it some finishing touches and deburring, rounding some corners, and getting rid of any sharp edges. as this will be accessible from the swimming pool side, though it'll be a kind of raised up out of the pool quite a ways. So I took it out to the job site and test fit it, and it was a little snug. It did not quite fit into the space that I intended. So luckily with copper, it's pretty malleable. All right, now we're back at the press brake, and we're going to rebend this end. When I went out to test fit, the ear was just a little too wide to let it back into the space it needed to get into, but I'd rather try again than have it fit too loose. So here we go. Petered out. All right, so I guess I got to go into manual continuous jog. Now I have to eyeball to make sure it's 90. This is not set up in CNC mode right now, just manual mode. I'm going to give it a little more. Might have overbent it just a little, but I think it's going to be all right. Now I cheat it back just a little bit with the duckbill pliers, but I wanted to smash the rebend out of it. All right, that's it. It was retract. Yeah, a little bit overbent, but now you can't even really tell that I've unbent and rebent it, so that's a good sign. That I'm gonna set it back in the template and see if it looks like it's going to be a little bit narrower than the template now. Okay, looks like it's fitting a little better inside this before. It's difficult to tell, but when you're talking about less than a 16th of an inch difference that you're making at a time, it's a little tough to tell, but I think it might work this time. It's a little bit of a drive out there, but I think it's worth it pinging back and forth a couple of times to get it right. So I'm going to go try it again. Okay, we're here. Let's see if this thing fits. Second time's the charm. It's looking pretty good so far. Let's see. I'm very happy with how this copper project turned out. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this type of thing in the future.
Bing bong.